and welcome to Dutchy Vlog 57. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a spell book. You need a book, of course, hardcover, paper towels, Mod Podge, thumbnails, guess so, brushes, black acrylic paint, metallic paint in 2 different colors. Well, I wasn't feeling too well, that's why I'm looking so, well, not happy. Some mounting glue, foam letters that spell the word spells, a spider or something else scary to put on there, and if you want to speed things up, a hairdryer. Okay, first I'm gonna take the paper towel and separate the layers. Put a thumbnail in every corner, and I ended up needing a hammer to really get them in all the way through. Get 1 layer of paper towel, make it wet, rinse it so it's not too wet anymore. And for this big book I needed 3 layers, so I made sure that I had them all wet and laid out again before I put Mod Podge on the book. Now cover your book completely with a layer of Mod Podge and try to get some around the edges as well, so you can fold the paper towel a little over the edges. When you've covered your whole book in Mod Podge, not too thick, apply the paper towels and don't make them overlap too much, and if you do, be sure to cut some off because it won't stick to the book if they overlap. But make sure to cover your book in the paper towel and get some wrinkles in. You don't want it flat on there because that's the effect we're going for, the little wrinkles. That will give a great effect once you've painted it and applied the metallic paint. And if you're impatient like I am, you can speed up the drying process by using a hairdryer. And if you have some excess paper on top or on the bottom of the book, you can put some Mod Podge over the edges and fold it over the edges. Cut away any excess paper that is getting over the pages. Line the letters the way you want them to appear on your book and stick them on there. Then stick some mounting glue on the scary creature you decided to put on your book and put it on there. Take a toothpick and get rid of any excess glue that's coming out from under your scary creature. And once the mounting glue has dried, with or without hairdryer, you can then start applying the gesso. Maybe that isn't entirely necessary, although I think for the paint to stick to at least the scary creature, it might really help. So I'm not taking any chances and I'm just applying 1 layer of gesso to the whole book. And once the gesso has dried, again with or without the use of a hairdryer, you can start applying the black paint. And I always apply 2 layers because I always see little spots once I've applied just 1 layer. So, but that of course is up to you, and it's not entirely, well, it's not really a problem if you see some small spots, but well, that's probably just me. And once your layer or layers of black paint have dried, your book will look something like this. And now you can start applying the metallic paint. Start with the darker color and put it on a cloth that doesn't leave any hairs or residue. So preferably microfiber. And don't worry if it comes on a bit thick in one spot, because you can just go and rub it out and it will look just fine. So rub it on the way you like it, however thick or however much you want on it. And that actually dries really quick because you're applying such a thin layer, so you can almost immediately start with the lighter color. And I always use less of the lighter colors just to give it a little extra depth. And I don't rub it on all over, but just on some places I want to highlight extra. And if you'd want, you could just leave it at that, but I want to have a spell in the book, and I'm using some old coffee to make a little bit of coffee and make the spells I'm going to use look old. I will leave a link to those spells I used in the description box below, so you can find them and download them if you like them. I just printed them out black and white. I put them in an oven dish and put the oven at 180 degrees Celsius, which is about 350 Fahrenheit. And then I spill some coffee over the spell. I use a sponge to dab it out a bit, and then put it in the oven for about 2 to 3 minutes. I put the timer at 5, and I just watch when it starts to curl, and I make sure to get it out because we don't want fires. Now cut the spell pages so they fit the pages of your book. Cover the page of your book, and by the way, I really had to tear the book open because I put paint on the pages as well, so it was a good thing because I don't want the other pages to fall open and show that in this case it's an old Volvo book. So but that being said, make sure you cover the pages you're using with a layer of Mod Podge and glue the spells on there. Then trim the edges if they need any trimming, and your book is done!